G'day everybody and welcome to my Dinkum. Today I'm going to get into a little short video on a how-to series. Today is going to be all about grass farming, especially from when you're early on and you don't know how to do the grass farm to get the grass farms going. This is just a quick short video to let you know how to do it. It's quite simple once you actually know how to do it. As you can see behind me, I have set up our little grass farm with some fir grass. It is a 10 by 11 fenced area, 4 squares in the center for the water tank and 4 advanced sprinklers. Now if you want to do it before you get the advanced sprinklers with the copper sprinklers, you will need 8 copper sprinklers. Okay, also the grass seeds that you want to plant. There are 3 types of grass seeds here in Dinkum. You have the yellow grass, which is in front of me here, which is your normal grass that you'll find everywhere. You also have fir grass, which is what we've planted here, and you have tropical grass as well. So it depends on what grass you want to use to decorate your Dinkum town with as to what will have the most benefit to you to use as a grass farm. I particularly like the 2 green grasses. They look really nice when they're mowed and fresh. So yeah, I tend to have a lot of grass farms with those because you do use a lot of seeds. So if you're going to decorate your town with grass, I suggest getting started on a grass farm as early as possible. If you don't mind the watering with the watering can, then get it started early, and then once you get sprinklers and whatever, set it up so that you can just put your sprinklers in your tank in as soon as you get them. But yeah, get it started as early as you can if you don't mind doing the watering every day. Okay, so we've already planted fir grass in here. Now you need to sleep. It takes 2 days for the grass to grow properly, to grow with tufts. Now if you don't use sprinklers, it will not grow with tufts. Okay, it will grow as normal fir grass, which I will show you what that is, but it will not grow the tufts until you have sprinklers. Okay, so let's have a sleep and we'll get straight into what you do with your grass farm. Now I do suggest the tools that you will need are raining, so you really wouldn't have to water it today, but see, it is growing already, but it's not quite there. We do have some, as you can see here, most of them are still small, but we do have some that are starting to grow little tufts. That's what we would like, or the plan is to have the entire fenced area with those tufts, because they do spread. So I'm going to show you how to get them to grow, and they will only grow with sprinklers. The normal one will only come to look like these smaller ones here. They will look like that if you do not have sprinklers, but you will still get plenty of seeds, enough seeds out of them if they're big enough anyway. So before we harvest that, we will do another sleep, and then I suggest you either use an axe, a pickaxe, a spear, and later on in the game when you're a little bit further up, you can use what I'm using, a jackhammer, but anything that only does 1 square, because you don't want to be taking out these bigger ones here. So the idea is to go around and take out all these little ones. You can use a chainsaw, jackhammer, the basic scythe, or a pickaxe, a spear. They all do it. So whichever you find the easiest or the quickest. I find sometimes this, sometimes the chainsaw. It just depends on how big the farm is. My farms on my main island are pretty big, so they tend to take a long time, so I tend to use the chainsaw on them. But yeah, as you can see, this time round we don't have a lot of tall ones, which is usually the case in the first time you actually have to harvest them, because we do want them to spread. I find that the fir grass spreads quicker than the tropical. The tropical tends to take a lot longer to actually spread out. That's the same when you're actually growing your ferns and that as well. When you're trying to propagate the ferns as well, they take longer to grow. See, we've got like 4 or 5 big tufts. So now we'll go and sleep, and that's what the tropical grass looks like when it's grown in the same manner. So yeah, so I mean, once you get it started and going, it's quite simple. Once you know how, it's quite simple. But when you're first learning with Dinkum and not really knowing what to do, so that's just the one sleep. We need to actually spam sleep another one. When you first don't know what you're doing in Dinkum, you see it, you hear about it, but you're not sure exactly how to do it. So here I am now showing you how to do it, so you know early on in the game how to get one started when you want one. Alright, so now we'll go back and we will take them all out again. Being very slow. They're growing, aren't they? Or spreading, I should say, not growing, but spreading. But yes, grass farms do take a lot of work at the beginning, but they definitely are well worth it in the long run, especially if you're going to use them for decorating. They are definitely well worth it. We didn't get much extra that time. Wonder. A little bit, not a lot though, not a lot. So you can just go along and do this as well, and just harvest them. You don't knock them out. You just harvest them. That way they will grow. They will always grow back as tall fir grasses if you harvest them and don't kill them. A lot of people just wipe them out, and that doesn't help. It actually makes them slow to grow back. So we go again for another couple of nights and see how we go. But basically, that's what you need to do every 2 days. You need to go and chop out the small ones and harvest the big ones, or just leave the big ones and just chop out the small ones, so that you can get until the whole area is actually full of the tufts. And then you just harvest them all every time you need them. Every 2 days, you can, 1 or 2 days then, 2 days for them to grow to actually keep them. Oh, we have a thunderstorm. Nice, I just hope maybe we'll get a thunder egg and I can show you that. But at the moment we're just harvesting the grass seeds. So yeah, it can take some time, but if you're patient and persistent with it, it does pay off in the long run. So now, this is my first how-to video. This is my first video. So please like, subscribe if you like. If you want to see any other how-to videos, just make a comment down below of what you would like to see, because I am going to do a short little series on how-to videos, especially for the new people who are just starting out in Dinkum, and there seems to be a lot of them coming in at the moment, so this will help them out, because I have like over 800 hours playing Dinkum. I've been playing it since it came out last year, and yeah, I'm addicted. I love Dinkum, so I don't mind, and I thought I would start doing some videos to help you new people out, so you know what to do. There we go. Alright, so that's basically it. That's all you keep on doing every time you grass farm. So enjoy, and please leave your comments down below. Take care everybody, and have a lovely day.